Steve for putting all their hard work and efforts in making this event. I also want to thank Kurt's parents for all their hard work and effort for making Kurt 23 years ago. So, the way Kurt asked me to be his best man was on New Year's of this year, exactly 1 year after he asked Samantha to marry him, so mine was way more important. He handed me this mug that says best man on it, and he said, "You got me," and which is not a fair question, because of course, Kurt, you've been there for me pretty much through everything. Any advice I needed, Kurt was always there, ready to give the best advice. Whether or not I followed it was neither here nor there, but he was there. And the best example I have is freshman year of high school. I had a crush, for the first time ever, I had my first high school crush on a certain girl. Spoilers. And Kurt happened to be friends with this girl and a group of friends. And I'm like, Kurt, I like this girl, you should talk me up. And immediately he was down, he was already hyping me up. He's like, you gotta ask her to dance, you gotta do all this stuff. And he was just like, yeah, totally talk about how great you are, how awesome you are. I'm like, Kurt, I barely know you, but thank you. And he tells me I should ask her to the winter formal. So I do, and miraculously, it worked. She said yes. A week later, she changed her mind, but that's neither here nor there. But the fact is, she did say yes, and Kurt gave some very sound advice. And from then on, I always came to Kurt for advice for anything. And even through college, even up to now. I don't remember that girl's name, Kurt. What's her name? Samantha. Samantha, why did you change your mind? So I take everything back. Kurt was playing the long con the whole time. And clearly he was not there. Anyway. In all seriousness, I have one confession to make. Kurt did ask me to be his best man with the mug. And to his knowledge, that's the first time he asked me. But I actually knew for about a year. Not just because his mom spoiled it for me multiple times. Last spring, Kurt and I went to a frat party, get together, and we got really tired, and we decided to leave at the end of the night. Kurt was falling asleep everywhere on the lawn, and he was just super tired, and he needed me to help him walk home because he was just tuckered out. And as I'm walking him home, he looks at me and goes, You're gonna be my best man. And I went, Kurt, you're just saying that because you're tired. And he's like, no, I'm just not supposed to tell you. I already told you. But I'm not supposed to. Samantha said not to. And I said, Kurt, you just told me. And he goes, Anyway, Kurt, thank you for always being there for me. I will clearly always be there for you to obviously embarrass you and for anything else you need. So everybody, to Kurt.
To Kurt. Oh. All right. Well done. Well done.
Good job.
Yeah, Matthew. Great.
So I was not expecting that kind of speech from him, I'm sorry. Bear with me, I have stage fright, and that was really good. Anyway, like Matt said, thank you to Sam's parents and Kurt's parents for putting all of this together. And thank you to everyone who's come here to help celebrate this day with us. With Sam and Kurt, it's pretty great. Anyway, I feel like I shouldn't even look at my cards anymore. What I wrote isn't that. For those of you who is Samantha. My name is You made eye contact. I was thinking Samantha. I've been friends with Samantha since we were in 3rd grade. We were 8 years old. We were not friends. We were like opposite friends. I don't know if you remember this, Gilbert. We would like find each other on the playground at recess, probably almost every day, just to yell at each other. I don't know what happened to spark this hatred, but we really did not like each other at all. And we would try to get our brothers involved, because I have a brother 2 years older than me too. We'd be like, fight for me! I hate this girl! And they were like, I'm not interested in this. And then in 4th grade, I invited her to my birthday party. Don't know why. I think I was on a walk with my family, and I like passed by her house, because we grew up really close together. And we talked for a couple minutes, and I was like, okay. Maybe she's like not as terrible as I thought she was. So I invited her to my birthday party in 4th grade, and ever since then, we've been friends, and I think in 6th grade is when we truly became inseparable. And we've gone through so much together. We've, like the awkward teenage puberty and, just everything. First crushes. We really enjoyed walking in the rain and splashing in puddles, and we numerous times had mud fights, and we were proud of it. We still are. There's no embarrassment. We've always been there together through everything, and honestly, I'm sure you guys can all agree, there's no legal paperwork, but I'm basically a beagle. I grew up in that house. We're sisters. But I remember first meeting Kurt in high school. It was during lunch one day. And like Samantha and McKenna and Rona probably, I don't remember who else, they mentioned him here and there, and I was like, who is this guy? They had one class together, and I had no idea who he was. They introduced me, and I was just like, okay. But I could tell right away that Kurt liked Samantha. I could tell that something in his eye, I was like, you think she's cute. And Samantha was always weird. I was her best friend. She hardly even talked to me about boys. This just was not something that she was very open about. But I just know throughout high school, Kurt came into our group of friends so soon. So quickly. He was there all the time. All of those tag lake trips, Red Robin, Sherry's, every high school dance. We were all in this group together. He was adopted into what we formed in middle school. And when they started dating, no one was surprised. I don't think anyone was surprised. There was this connection that they had always had. They were always good friends. They were always there. No one was surprised. And I moved away after college. We went to different colleges. I moved to the East Coast. But thank God for technology and social media, because I was able to, kind of watch it and see all of that and keep in touch with Samantha. And again, when he proposed, not surprised. I was like, yes, finally, this totally makes sense. And it's just been such an honor watching you two grow together, and you guys went through college together, and you've been there, and you formed all of these relationships, and everyone knows you two together, and they know you apart, and it's such a beautiful relationship that you two have, and that all of us have been able to grow. Everyone in this party has been able to grow up and watch this happen, So as I wrap it up, I just want to say, it makes my heart so happy seeing you two together. And I can't express how happy I am for you guys, and just how much joy it brings me, and how excited I am to see your guys' relationship continue to blossom. And I want to leave you with this quote by Dr. Seuss. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. So
So I happen to know that they've been working with professional speechwriters on that. So first, good evening, everybody. For people who don't know me, I'm Steve Beagle. I'm Samantha's father. I want to first thank you all for joining us on behalf of myself, my wife Melissa, Kurt's parents, Bruce and Debbie Adair. We really appreciate everybody showing up for this lovely event. I know a lot of people traveled from a long way to be here, and for many of you, this is round 2. For those that don't know, Kurt's sister Kayla was married on Sunday to her husband Sam. Wonderful family. So, as I understand it, there's a little tradition of the father of the bride to tell a few embarrassing stories. Before I go down that slippery slope, first I want to say, Samantha, it has truly been a joy and an honor to be your father. So, actually, Samantha has been an extremely easy and wonderful child to raise, but there always is a few embarrassing stories to tell. There could be the story of Samantha and Caitlin getting a toilet from a yard sale and driving around in Sam's car, taking it out in different places around Hillsborough and taking pictures of it. I didn't understand it. But I think the thing that is always tickling me is Samantha is a world-class belcher. There's a story, I wasn't there, but I was told that at the Adair's home, she burped. It was a good one. Debbie came over and scolded Kurt, especially in front of his girlfriend Samantha. Now, to Kurt's credit, he took the blame and shouldered it. He kept his girl. So, Kurt, when you asked my permission for Samantha's hand in marriage, which was unnecessary but a very respectful gesture, I knew that you were the right man for my daughter. And of all the positive qualities that you have, Kurt, I think the best one is you put a smile on my daughter's face. So we welcome you, Kurt, to our family. We look forward to many great times and hopefully grandchildren. So, there are 2 lasting bequests that I think parents want to have for their children, and those are roots and wings. Samantha, I think your mother and I have provided you strong roots, but now it's time for you to fly with Kurt. And you're a beautiful woman, you're a lovely daughter. You've always made your mother and I very proud, and that's going to continue today with the man you've chosen to spend the rest of your life with. So, everyone please, raise your glasses to the bride and groom. Kurt and Samantha there.
I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody. We really appreciate it driving down. I know it takes a lot of love to go down to 217 and on a holiday weekend. We appreciate it. It's great. We try to thank everybody individually, but everybody knows us, so thank you. Thank you so much. And enjoy